In today's diecast review, we're going to be taking a look at this fantastic, exclusive, and even canceled 2020 Grant Enfinger Daytona race-winning Ford F-150. Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again with a brand new Wave 2 2021 Truck Series diecast. This thing was canceled in the 1/64 scale for the Gold Series, and we have been waiting over a year for this freaking diecast right here. One of the worst kept secrets in the NASCAR Authentics DMP realm, so to speak, was Grant Enfinger's 2020 Daytona race-winning Ford F-150. I tell you what, man, this, in my opinion, is probably the greatest wave ever, in my opinion. I absolutely love the idea of a race-win wave. Now, does this mean we're going to get acronyms for every single wave in 2021? I'm interested to see how that would work. You know, if they put a theme to it, you know, bright colors, Chevrolets, Toyotas, whatever it may be. But for the love of God, every year, can we get like 2 race-win waves? Just put all the race-win cars in one wave. Please, I would absolutely love it. This is a unbelievably beautiful freaking truck right here, and I cannot wait to get it out of the box. I mean, what's so cool about this, and it's very reminiscent of the Chase Elliott paint scheme. You see how, like, the behind the 98 kind of has, like, this curvature? You know, very similar to how, like, the hood on Chase Elliott's car and the back end of the car on Elliott's kind of has that curvature. Well, what's so interesting about this is that the card back, like, the generic design is very reminiscent on the card back compared to the diecast and truck itself. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this exclusive Grant Enfinger Ford F-150 right out of the box. Alrighty folks, brand new, out of the good old box, and whoa man, talk about one awesome looking Truck Series diecast. And what I love so much about this paint scheme is the detail too. I mean, look at that giant donut ring right there. This was a part of a photo finish with Jordan Anderson at the 2020 Truck Series opener, right? And what's so interesting about this is we got the car that finished, or truck, that finished second, the Jordan Anderson truck. Link down below to that one. It is a fantastic freaking diecast, and they were side by side of the line, and that's where the donut rings really come into it. And of course, Jordan Anderson lost that race, but wow, man, Grant Enfinger ended up winning it. I was pulling for Jordan Anderson to get it, but wow, to get both of these trucks very reminiscent of that that Chicagoland finish between Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch. So anyways, let's go over to the nose of this truck. So you got Champion Power Equipment powering your I think it's a city block or something, skyscrapers. Also, the reason why there's kind of a silver paint job in this truck, yeah, it looks fantastic with the yellow, but it was actually just a tribute, I think, to like 25 years of Thor Sport race, something like that. It was a big anniversary for them. 10 years, 15 years, something like that. Got some, I don't know, tapes, scrapes, something like that. Got the Ford logo over to the nose of it. Now, Thor Sport, of course, moved to Toyota for 2021, so unfortunately, these are no longer up to code. I got the Ford front end right there, F-150 98. Got the Sunoco logo, plenty of small, you know, scrapes, bits of rubber, dust, and debris. I mean, in my opinion, and I might be a little bit out of the woodwork on this, but in my opinion, every weekend, I would say probably 8 out of 10 times, the trucks put on the best show. That's just my personal opinion. The trucks, I mean, they truly put on some fantastic racing, and the Truck Series at Daytona, it's like taking a whole bunch of ice and throwing it in a blender and just turning it on and just watching it, because they just freaking they shred trucks all night long. It's incredible. So you got this Day Glow Thor Sport corners here, which I personally am not a fan of, especially with a different yellow underneath it. In my opinion, that's quite tacky, but that's just me. Now, this right here, I remember OBB mentioning it, and someone in the comments on one of his, I think it was the Wave Reaction video, I think this is supposed to be a Bible verse, which is really cool. So I think it's something that was on the dash, and they put it on the roof during Victory Lane or something like that, because this was during, you know, before actually, you know, the whole chaos and the shutdown and everything. So I think that's supposed to be a Bible verse right there. Obviously, it's way too pixelated to really you know, kind of dive into it and see what it says. You got Grant Enfinger underneath that. I got Ford built tough right there. Got Curb Records. Can't read what that one is right there. Got the race win sticker there. I got NASCAR race truck. I got a karate chop through the decal there. Gander Outdoors Truck Series Cometic. Holly EFI, whatever that is, and whatever that is. Now, that could be cosmetic damage, though. That could have been, panel could have been kicked in, so that's why there's a scrunch up there. So, might give Lino a little bit of a slide there, but there is an actual crease, so maybe it's actually a oof, not a representation of damage. Got the Goodyear logo. I like it with the black with those kind of tiger stripes underneath it. The silver is absolutely fantastic, and the silver is a decal, so it's really good stuff right there. Of course, you got a whole bunch of small logos here. Got the number 98. I like the little shadow pattern right there. Wix air filters, safety clean, looks like Ebot. Got your jack post arrow. Got another donut back here with Ride TV. Got Champion, very, very sharp. Over here to the caboose of this truck, and very reminiscent of that Talladega Ryan Blaney review. And you can literally check that out down below. Every diecast from Wave to 2021, you can check it out down below. Awesome freaking diecast. And if you want to get some NASCAR diecast, you want to get, hey, maybe an awesome Trevor Bayne Truck Series paint scheme, make sure to go check out Circle B Diecast or Plan B Sales. Use promo code DIECASTBuffet on any orders, $20 or more. Guess what? It also helps out the channel, but you get free shipping. So if you buy 2 or 3 164s, guess what? Any orders $20 over, no shipping, no tax, no BS. That's a $5 saving right there for a $20 order. Then if you got a 124, that's over freaking $10. It really does help save you a lot. So you got Champion right there with the Ford badge. You got for work, home, play, whatever. I guess that's their slogan. Look at all the dirt and grime on the back end of this truck. My God, and I just love the spoiler decals right there. I love how they put that on the 164s. Very sharp stuff right there. On the Blaney Talladega, it has kind of that clear panel right there above it. Got the number 98. And then over here to the right side of this race-winning truck. Now, I'm kind of curious why there was no confetti. I think the best case scenario, or my best theory, is they didn't want to put confetti on it. Either they didn't have confetti in Victory Lane, or they wanted to keep it clean, because they wanted this to be representation of, you could pose both of the diecast together. Because it would be really stupid if they had this truck and it was caked in confetti, and you took a photo of it next to the Jordan Anderson. It would look really stupid. So I'm curious, because was there any confetti? Was there any Gatorade? I'm not too sure. This paint scheme's absolutely beautiful, my dude. Very sharp looking truck. I love how it kind of curves right here. It goes all the way down to the snow plow. Very sharp. Love the donut right there. Over here to the cab of the truck, you got the number 98 once again. Of course, this is a NASCAR Authentics exclusive. The only way you're going to get this diecast, you have to get it from the NASCAR Authentics Wave 2 2021. I got the, isn't this logo supposed to be, this is interesting to me. Because this logo, check out the Trevor Bayne truck here, a little bit of a sneak preview. Notice how the logos are pointing that way, not this way. So that's kind of interesting to see a logo kind of backwards. Orlando's number 1 for New Country, K92.3. Well, guess what? You went to Victory Lane at Daytona International Speedway, which is pretty cool stuff if you ask me. And check this out. A race-winning card right here. Look at Mr. Grant Enfinger. Can you believe it? This guy didn't get a full-time ride in 2021? Unbelievable. This guy won so many freaking Truck Series races, and he still couldn't keep his truck for full-time. It's so stupid, in my opinion. So you got the Grant Enfinger right there having a jolly good time in Victory Lane, the Next Era Energy 250. They have sponsored, get this, fellas, Next Era has, I remember they sponsored like the 2010 and 2011 Truck Series Daytona race. They have had a long-term sponsor with the Truck Series, which is really cool to see a sponsor the same event for like a decade. That is pretty cool stuff right there. So a huge shout out to them, because, hey, I like when people stay with stock car racing. I think it's awesome when they help support it. Daytona Beach, Florida, February 14th, 2020, Daytona Champion. I'll be to the back end of the card. Now, this is something I touched on that I really, it was kind of like a pet peeve, but this is awesome. So, I mentioned in the Talladega and the Martin Truex Jr. review, they had like the car in the background on the front piece right here, right? Well, on the back of it, they had the same image. There's probably 100 or thousands of images of freaking victory lane that all these different people took, and they chose the same image on both sides of the card. This is how you do it. Now, I would like to see a little bit more detail. Maybe they could scrunch this down, put it on the top, and then put like a brief description of what happened in the race, talking about a photo finish with Jordan Anderson right at the line, you know. It'd be really cool, right? Because to the cat who's going to have this diecast 15 years down the road, they're probably not going to remember Grant Enfinger and Jordan Anderson going door handle to door handle at Daytona. Of course, he started 11th. 106 laps were ran that night. 2 hours and 4 minutes and 53 seconds. That's pretty short for a truck race. Or not really short for a truck race. Pretty short for a Daytona race, I should say. Only 5 cautions. Laps led by winner, 41. And the margin of victory was as close as it pretty much could get. Straight up, Ricky Craven, Kurt Busch, Darlington vibes. And in my opinion, this is something I really would like to see from NASCAR in NASCAR Classics. If I can make a request to Lino Racing, and I hope they sincerely watch some of my videos. I think that'd be really cool. If I could request 2 things, and I know I would personally help promote, I would love to see a Kurt Busch and Ricky Craven Darlington 2-pack. I would love to see it. I would love to see it in NASCAR Authentics, a throwback of the Kurt Busch and Ricky Craven photo finish. I know they produced a partial 2-pack kind of thing like that back in 03, but it was really terrible molds. Like, it was some third party that produced it. It was a cheap knockoff. I think they deserve a proper release. Now, I know it's difficult getting all the sponsors and all that BS, but please, can we find a way to get that? And my second request would be a 2009 Brad Keselowski Talladega race win diecast. I've been saying this forever. Look, the COT is over a decade old, okay? It is high time the COTs, in my opinion, get a classic release. I'm just saying, because as a custom maker, I want some extra molds, right? I think it'd be great for the custom market if we could get a COT made in the classic line. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to tune in every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more NASCAR Diecast content. Every day, right here on the channel for more content. But yeah, if you want to get any of these diecasts, fellas, make sure to go check out the link down below. You know, it helps support the channel, but it also helps you in the long run. I mean, think about it. How many times have you said, crap, I hate paying for shipping? I don't pay for shipping anymore when I get these Gold Series joints. Obviously, they don't have the Authentics over there, but guess what? They have every other freaking diecast you can imagine. Hope you're having a fantastic day out there. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Diecastbuffet, signing off.